On your iPad. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. It is Tuesday, October the 14th already.
I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die. This moment I'm making mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I'll put it all on the line, just like I'm young, wild and alive.
All right. So that is one of our viral videos that our marketing team does. I absolutely love it. So, welcome. As you can see, this is my before and after. There I am sitting and watching my family dirt bike. It's Thanksgiving 2 years ago, actually, to almost the day. And I wasn't able to participate with them. I was feeling terrible. I was overweight. I was in a lot of pain. I have osteoarthritis, degenerative disc disease. I have a really bad knee. I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism and Hashimoto's at a really young age of 11 years old. And so it's been a lifetime of foggy head, ADHD, insomnia, and at this point in time, I was working with my doctor and their in-house dietitian to see why I could not get the weight off because during COVID, like so many others, I packed on the weight. And I probably, before I found the drops, I probably did reach up to over 180, but I did not get on the scale between Thanksgiving and the end of February when I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw some before and afters, just like you see mine here right now. My girlfriend Joni was posting them. So I reached out to her and I got some information about some drops. And I bought a box at full retail because I had nothing else to, lose. I didn't want to do the shots like the doctors recommended because I had a girlfriend who did lose weight on the shots, but she did get quite sick. And I was already super sick. I couldn't afford to get any sicker. I have two kids that are on the spectrum, single mom. They needed me. So I got these drops and then I started watching Joni post for, another day. And then I reached back out and I said, well, what's the business? Like, how much are you making off this box of drops that I bought from you? And when she told me that she nearly made $80 off one sale, I was a definite in to enroll because I've always had a side business, but never have I ever made that kind of commission off something that was money back guaranteed. And so she said, you just have to start posting at 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. And she sent me an app called The Boards. And I was looking at all the posts and I was a little leery about getting them fired up because I have done businesses like this in the past. And I was worried about what people may say about me, like, oh gosh, what is she peddling now? What is this? Oh. And so it took me a couple more days to kind of get out of my own ego, get out of my head. And finally, I said, I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm going to start posting because I was watching and Joni was still posting and selling drops like crazy. So I scheduled out 2 weeks worth of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. posts, and I just let them run on Facebook. And what happened over the next 12 days blew my mind. My phone was blowing up. I had sold 30 boxes, actually 31 boxes of drops, because I sold the box of drops that I was supposed to get started on. I could not keep them in stock. They couldn't even get in fast enough from people reaching out to me. And so I pocketed over $2,300 in 12 days. And I locked in at our top pay just like that from following our system of growth. So finally, on March 15th, 2024, I did get started on those drops. the first 4, by night 4, I realized they were doing something in my body because I slept through the night and didn't have to get up and change my pajamas from my night sweats. I'm at that age where night sweats were really, really disruptive to my sleep. And so fast forward to the end of the first month, I was down 18 pounds. But my biggest win here, you guys, yes, I got them for weight loss, but I realized by the end of the first month that in about 10 days, I hadn't reached for my Tylenol or my Advil for my widespread spread chronic pain. And I was taking about a bottle or 2 a month of those pain relievers. So that was the best and result I have ever gotten. Yes, you fast forward a few more months and I'm down 40 pounds total, and I've maintained that for a year. I've also maintained being pain free. So, also, I retired from my regular cleaning job in December 2024, and this is what I do now for a living because I can work online, running the posts, support my family, and help people authentically get healthy and create their other streams of income too. And a part of that is that you have to start adding friends on Facebook. Joni said you have to add, expand your reach. I only had about 400 people on my Facebook list. So Mary's name kept popping up as a recommended friend. But I didn't really know her. I knew of her, and I thought, well, that's really weird to friend someone I don't know. But I thought, okay, her name kept popping up. So I sent a friend request, and I'll let Mary tell you what happened after that.
Thank goodness she sent that friend request because I was looking for something. I needed to lose weight and I felt like crap, but I didn't think that these drops were going to work. But when I saw Christy's post, as soon as she friended me and I asked about them, I got a 3-pack right away. I enrolled for the discount. I was not doing the business. When I got my drops, I kept them and I started them right away. As soon as I started them, day 2, I noticed I had no more knee pain. Fast forward a couple of days and my mood was completely like I was happy all the time. And actually my husband noticed that I was a little bit less bitchy all the time. And then in 2 months, I was off my thyroid medication. I wasn't taking Tylenol or Advil for pain and headaches. I was 2 Tylenol, 2 Advil kind of girl. My fatty liver disease also cleared up. The scans came back perfect. And within 3.5 months, I had lost 41 pounds. Um, I jumped into, I didn't want to do the business, as I said, but I needed to get rid of these other 2 boxes. And so Christy said, just start posting on Facebook. You'll get rid of them. Well, within 11 days, I had sold 30 boxes of drops, pocketed $2,400, over $2,400. And I was hooked. I thought, okay, everybody needs this product. And I felt great. So away we went. And May of this year, I retired from my oil field job.
That is absolutely amazing that we have been able to retire from our jobs so quickly and that you started on those drops right away because maybe, just maybe, I was a little bit scared of friending you for a reason. But now I'm so glad that we have friended each other and we're building a business alongside of each other. And it's been so amazing and fantastic. I don't know if Carmen is on or not. Oh, she's in the waiting room. Mary, if you want to see. If she can get in, she can tell you a little bit of her story because her story was a little bit different. Carmen and I have known each other for over 20 years, and we've done different businesses in the past together. And I really wanted her on my team, and I kept kind of like, liking and loving on her Facebook posts so she would see mine and this and that. And then if she's able to unmute and tell the rest of her story quickly.
Am I unmuted?
Yep, you are.
Okay. Hello. Sorry, I was in the waiting room.
That's okay.
I
We
feel
let
like
you
this.
in.
Okay, so thank you, Christy. I'm just kind of getting this thing where I look like I'm looking at the camera. So yeah, I was watching Christy's Facebook post last year, and when I was seeing a bunch of photos of other people I did not know, but when I came across her own personal testimony, I was wowed. And so I reached out to her, and when I we got on a call, I learned that, well, she had lost 42 pounds. She looked amazing. I also learned that she was making $10,000 a month. And I knew that she had never done that before in this industry because we knew each other. So that really caught my attention. So what I learned from that is that there was a system in place that was duplicatable for the masses, that we can literally duplicate our businesses. And that is when you really have a beautiful foundation. This company is so set apart in this industry. I've been in this industry for 20 years, and I've never seen a company that checks every box like this. I'm truly grateful. So last year I turned 54, and my body was growing all the wrong directions. I was very unhealthy. The cortisol shooting through my body. I was in pain. I could barely move my legs. I had so many things going wrong. I didn't even really know what was going on. Just a lot of stress, I think, catching up to me. And so I ended up getting started with Christy on January 3rd is when I decided to start sharing the Facebook posts following the system of growth. And from there, I've had around 800 people join my business as business partners, and that's not including the customers. And I see the retention rate is phenomenal because the products actually work. And then I got on the products around January 10th, and I've lost about 25 pounds. But I think I've mentioned this before. I've heard Christy say this numerous times. Losing weight is a bonus because it's really truly when your body is functioning the way it's meant to, the pounds will fall off and you will just start to feel good. And one of the other things too that really noticed, I had no idea I had brain fog until it was gone. And so, just all these things just changing, and I'm a dropper for life. I'll never go off these drops. I love them. I'm excited about this. And I am very passionate about sharing these products with everybody because one of the most rewarding things is waking up in the morning to these amazing text messages of people telling you all their incredible testimonies. And I mean, that is the most rewarding thing you could ever be a part of. So thank you, Christy. Back to you.
I know, totally. So the name of this incredible company that we've partnered with is partner.co. And the reason why it's called Partner Co. is because our founders, John Wadsworth and Darren Zobrist, they partnered up 2.5 years ago. John was with another company, Tahitian Noni, that he had built for the last 25, 26 years, and it was restructuring, and he didn't want to lose that. So he went to his neighbor, his very best friend, and also a billionaire already, and said, "Can we purchase this?" And so they started looking at not only Tahitian Noni, but they looked at RX, who had the drops. They've been around for over 15 years, believe it or not. Um, Limu Seaweed, another 17 years. Skincerity, another 25 to 28 years. And they partnered with all of these companies. So we have the best of the best. We have the number one compensation plan in the world. And that's not me just saying that. That is over 750 other network marketing companies voted for us to be number one. And we're number one in momentum. And that's because we are able to do business in 50 plus countries, even though we're only 2.5 years old. These companies that we partnered with had the infrastructure, the manufacturing, the head offices in all of these companies. And you might say, oh, well, who cares if you were in that many countries? Believe me, someone who you know and knows someone in one of these countries, you can have an international business, all with the power of our system of growth and posting on Facebook. We have over 100 products globally to balance your hormones, weight loss, improve your energy, athletic performance. We're launching an incredibly clean skincare line very, very soon. Our energy drinks are the best around. We have a brand new collagen powder that we just launched a month ago. We have products to improve your sleep and to improve your gut health. Something for someone at every walk of life and any age. We even have children's vitamins. Our products are tested and proven and we have an incredible research and development team, a wellness council, an athletic council. We have a brand partner council. And if you've done businesses like this in the past, that brand partner council and our brand partner agreement is very, very important because they cannot change our comp plan. We are bound by that. And that is amazing nowadays. We also have Dr. Strand and Dr. Joshua Plant. And a handful of our products, including the drops, the Optimals, and Tahitian Noni, are listed in the physician's desk reference down in the United States. And that is huge for supplements. Usually it's just prescriptions in there. And we have over 215 third-party clinical studies, and our products go through over 1,000 annual tests. So the body balancing drops, and in the States, they call them the skinny drops. They are created to support that thyroid. You heard I decreased my thyroid meds. Mary came off her meds. Give you that hormonal support by lowering those sugars and insulin, by leveling them out, lowering that cortisol, giving you really great appetite control, boost that energy, boost that metabolism, and really boost that mood. I am also going to be a lifer on these drops just because of I feel so great. Now, we're not just going to sell you a box of drops or enroll you as a brand partner and just let you go on your way. We're also going to provide you with a few things if Mary wants to run through that quick.
Yeah, so like she said, we're not going to give you a box of drops, say, see you later, have fun, good luck. We're going to give you an approved food list that we talk about a lot. And as you can see on the food list, it's whole foods, your proteins, your vegetables, your fruits. Like you've got so many things. We have so many things on our food list that we can't put them all into this little booklet. But believe me, there is so much to choose from. And frankly, we want to start eating healthier. Everything in the grocery stores nowadays has pesticides and chemicals, and we don't want that in our body. We want to eat healthy and clean. And as you're on the drops, you're going to notice that you're reaching for those healthier options anyway. And then we're also going to provide you with recipes. We're going to hook you up with some Facebook groups to answer any questions that you might have. We're also going to be there right with you, alongside you, to help you and support you as you go on your journey.
Totally. Successful customers and brand partners is what we base our business on. We can use these drops for energy, stress, and anxiety reduction. So I'm just going to run through a few people. This is Rhoda. This is just to show you that anyone at any age can get on these drops and build a business. She's almost 90 years old, you guys, and her biggest win is a renewed zest for life. She's also building an incredible business, doing yoga and feeling fantastic. My sister, Carrie. Now, I like to touch base on her briefly because she was one that was like, I don't want to do the food list. And so, yes, she did lose 34 pounds. It did take her quite a bit longer than myself or Mary or Carmen to do, but she did start to make very healthier choices because those sugar cravings went away. And I noticed that she wasn't drinking pop and she wasn't reaching for those snacky foods. Now, Patricia, look at her midsection, so quick, 7 weeks, she's shrinking. Glenn, he's an individual in a wheelchair and he lost 30 pounds in a month, sleeping better. And in fact, he's going on wheelchair races. Now, look at Carol. That looks more than 46 pounds. She does have some more to go, but she said that it's been completely life-changing. We've got Deborah and her husband together. They're working this business and they have lost over 50 pounds combined. Her whole family is on the drops, and just look at these before and afters. Now, Kevin, men do tend to lose weight a little bit faster because they're less hormonally charged. So yes, that's 15 pounds, but it looks like 40 or 50. Claudia, look at that midsection, loss of inflammation and weight very, very quickly. Brenda, she's down 84 pounds and she only started on the drops, I think, around March. Leanne, 21 pounds. She's also working this full time and building a business. Bob and Lynn from Kelowna. Bob always used to joke that he looks about 10 months pregnant there, but they look like a brand new, renewed couple. And his blood pressure has come down. He's off all meds. Kim, she didn't have weight to lose. She started it for the pain relief. And within 4 weeks, she was pain free. Now, Christy, her biggest win is the no more brain fog and happier than ever. Yes, she's down 20 pounds, but she feels fantastic. Chris, I like to touch base on him quickly because he lost 50 pounds in 2.5 months and went off the drops. He's been off of them since August of 2024, you guys, and maintained that because it changed what his body was craving. It's a lifestyle change. This is not a diet. Twyla, this is only 7 weeks here, I think, or a month. Randy, 170 pounds in 6 months. Diane, 35 pounds, and look at her. She's just beaming, just glowing, and building an incredibly big business as well. So you can be a customer and buy retail, or what you can do is you can enroll in Canada for $37.95 or $29.95 in the US. You guys, this is a one-time fee. There are no website fees, and you get absolutely everything. You get your own website, your back office, share app, business rewards, all of our marketing tools, trainings, and all of us. So why become a brand partner? Not only do you get all of that, but you get 30% off all products and buy at wholesale. You get to participate in the most lucrative compensation plan out there. It's duplicatable and it's very, very viral all over the world. You cannot scroll TikTok or Instagram or Facebook without seeing these incredible before and afters. Real people and rapid results. In fact, all of us leaders on this call know pretty much everybody we post about. And it's a completely organic build. You heard Carmen say that, I have tried these businesses before and I wasn't able to build any kind of team, maybe 10, 15 people. I have over 1,800 people in my business and they came to me through the posts. A very high reorder rate because these products work and people feel great on them. So as soon as you get enrolled for that one-time fee, we want you to get to what we call top pay or ultimate for a number of reasons. Number one, you're locked in for life at 30% new volume bonus. It's a one-time deal, and it also opens up what we call gold status. So you get matching checks on all your legs. And how do you do that? Well, you download an app called The Boards and you launch your business, a 7-day launch. We actually have about 18 weeks of 9 a.m. and 3 p.m. posts on there. We have follow-up text scripts. So if somebody says, what are the drops? You don't have to even think that it's all done for you in many, many different countries around the world. We have videos, we have PDFs, recipes, everything at your fingertips. Now, how do we get paid? We get paid so many different ways. I can only go through a couple tonight. We get retail profits, new volume bonus, base commission, savings bonus, income position, payline bonus, matching bonus, business rewards, and loyalty shoppings. Every Friday we get paid on the previous Friday's work, the previous week's work. So retail profits, you can actually earn up to probably 40 to 50% in retail profits, depending on what pack you launch your business with. Of course, if you launch with that 30 pack and lock in at Ultimate on day one, your price per box really decreases. And in Canada, to get launched, you need a minimum of 200 PV, which is a 4-pack, and we can retail those between $221 and $236 a box. So when you sell 3, yours is free and money in your pocket. In the US, it's about $418 for that 4-pack. We retail between $167 and $176. Again, sell 3, yours is free and money in your pocket. Or you can come in with that ultimate pack. It's an investment in yourself, in your business, and Look at that. You can get approximately $27 money in your pocket when you lock in at Ultimate Gold. Then you start building a team, and it happens very easily because some people come in and they say, I'll just try a box. And then they become a brand partner for their second box. Or they come in just like Mary did and say, yes, I'm going to enroll right away. And that's that new volume bonus. So when somebody comes in and they get to Ultimate and you're all, and then your Ultimate, you get 30% new volume bonus off 1500 PV. That's $450 USD. Imagine if you enrolled someone at Ultimate once a week. 450 every single week. Two, that's 900. Now that's just the new volume bonus. Then you start making what we call base pay, and you make base commissions on all of your legs except for your largest. Don't worry, you get paid on that one too. And you get 15% of all of the volume to unlimited depth, unlimited levels until it optimizes at 13,334. And when it does, that's a $2,000 USD a week, about 2,800 Canadian just off base commissions. And then another way that we get paid is our savings bonus in lieu of a car program. Those are debt programs, you know, the Lexuses, the pink Cadillacs. Here, Partner Co bonuses you 15% into a savings program or savings account every time your base commissions reach 250 USD or 1,667. They bonus it. And once it reaches 10,000 USD, they give you a giant check. But it doesn't stop there. Each and every week after that, you have the opportunity to make an additional 500 USD a week. I call that a mortgage program. So many people, there was about 27 of us that received these checks in Dallas. We also have lifestyle trips. We are a lifestyle company, and a handful of us Canadians and quite a few Americans went to Punta Cana, all expenses paid in this past spring. And now I know that Carmen and Mary and Deborah and Claudia, so many people on my team, I don't know, probably 20 or 30 people are all going to Maui at the end of April 2026. And these trips, they do not spare any expense. Like, it is top of the line. Now, I did tell you that you get paid on your biggest leg in matching bonuses, actually on every leg. So say I enroll Mary and she makes $1,000 a week. I make 150. Mary enrolls Carmen. Carmen makes $1,000. Mary makes 150. I make 100. So you can see how this can add up. My matching checks are, you know, almost as big as my weekly checks every single week. We also have two incredible products that we just launched. We have an amazing tasting Everglow, which is a collagen, and we have a electrolyte. And when you're on the drops, you want to remain hydrated. And I know when my water tastes good, I drink more of it. We won't play that. So one last thing is we just got back from Dallas from our convention. Our next PXP is in Orlando, Florida at the beginning of September 2026. So that's where you can meet the owners, get a tons of training. You can walk across the stage, celebrate. And I know quite a few of you are going to be having those giant checks next year. So that is basically Partner Co in a nutshell, what the drops are. We have many, many other products as well, but these are the viral drops because they give real people with real results and they're viral. So what I would love to say to you guys tonight is partner with us, join us, partner with us. We will help you to be successful by giving you all the tools, all the support, all the love that you need with our amazing system of growth online. So reach out to the person who invited you or sent you this video and partner with us tonight, because the sky is the limit. And one thing that I've learned over the last year and a half is this company, you have to dream bigger. So thank you everyone for joining us. Have a good night and we will talk to you later.